I'm Tuck.
And I'm Lenny Ben.
Join us as we turn our Catalina 30 into our new dream home.
And set sail on the adventure of a lifetime.
Morning, guys. So, let's go see what I'm into right now. Remember that 30-foot of anchor chain and all that mess? Well, we only have 30 feet. That's not going to work. Little bitty anchor. Now we have this thing. This is 45-pound anchor, and I've got it hooked. Yeah, I know I need to get a swivel, but I need to hold this thing on the front of the boat until I get one. Let's look in here. That looks a lot better. That is almost 200 feet of anchor chain, and yeah, so I want to get this figured out how we can put this big anchor right there and get it all held up. Maybe I should buy a new one of these, and I know I need to replace that roller. This morning's project, and while Lenny Ben is sleeping, she didn't want to move and get coffee yet, so I'm just out here piddling around getting some odd and end stuff done. Alright, so that's how it's going to sit, but obviously that little string, it's not going to hold this thing. I may drill a hole in it and right here and put a pin there. I think is probably going to be a decent option for that. Get it marked and get it drilled. Really didn't want to drill on it, but doesn't seem like I'm going to have much choice. I don't want this thing just going everywhere and flopping and that kind of stuff, because that's a real sharp point to be hitting the bow of the boat. I'm sure that would do a lot of damage in some waves. So if you're wondering why I'm not using oil, is I don't want to get oil everywhere on the dock. And so it makes it a little bit harder, but I've got some really good bits. Alrighty, now let's just see if it works. Yep, it's gonna work right there. All right, let's go see if we can find something to stick in it for temporary till I get a pin for it. Well, this is all I got, but we're going to the hardware store later. I'll get a pin for this thing and it'll all be good. Now, I'm gonna get something else, come up with an idea in order to hold this thing tight. I've already got this right here. So I may come up with something that to hold it, because I don't want this flopping at all. I want it to be held down just like that. That way it's secure and I don't have to worry about it when I'm not at anchor. When I know it looks massive, don't it? That's a big anchor for a 30-foot boat, but I don't want to go nowhere. And I hadn't decided whether I'm going to put a windlass on this thing or not. You know, the wiring and the work. I'm used to lifting heavy things all day. As everybody knows, I'm a UPS driver. I guess the exercise would be good for me until I get tired of it and say, the hell with this, and go buy a windlass, which if I do, you'll see that installed too. So out here messing with this thing, I just noticed something. These are the clips for the old anchor. Let me go find one of these anchors. Walk down here, I'll show you. If you don't know, mine's in the dock box. Here's one right here. So this style of anchor, right? Look at this. It's made to go in those clips. Go back down here. This won't necessarily work for this anchor. I guess I could take one, but this is too flimsy for me. I don't like this. I'm thinking about coming here and then grabbing here and holding this thing up like that. If I get it tight against the deck right there, then it won't be flopping around. Also, I have a lot of plate at the house, aluminum plate actually, and I know it'll corrode, but it won't hurt nothing. I'm gonna build from here in this area. I'm gonna cut out a piece that and put it down. That way the chain's not rubbing that all the time, and the anchor's not bouncing against the fiberglass. I think that would be a better solution than just letting it rub against everything. So you remember this thing? This is that old chain that for the old anchor. Well, I got a piece of it. The idea is we're going to use these, and then that anchor chain is going to hold this anchor up. All right, I like that a lot better. So with the pin and then that right there, the anchor shouldn't go anywhere. Wanted something a little heavier than this piece I have. I'm gonna have to get one of these that's galvanized anyway, but this is just temporary to hold this thing on here at the dock, and have to buy some new pieces. Always buying new pieces. I got the fix. I know you're saying just take the chain off and feed it through the chain. Oh, I'm a hillbilly. It takes a minute. I'll get there. Alright, so I scrapped this whole idea and moved it down to here. Once I get it pinned, the anchor won't go anywhere. It'll be just fine right there. And it's not too bad to get it off. Be easier when you take the pin out, but raise it up. There you go. I'm gonna get a bigger carabiner, make it a little bit easier, but other than that, with the pin, it's all pretty secure, so I'm happy with that. All right, so not everything always works out the way I want it. Imagine that. I don't like this. This takes a little bit too long, and it's a little bit too hard, so went and dug in my sail part bags, and we have this all stainless steel, and this is a lot easier to get apart. And because whether I'm up here, whether Lenny Ben's up here, I don't want this taking all day. I want a pretty quick process. All right, I like this a lot better than that carabiner idea. I was gonna cut this chain off, but somebody dropped that $100 grinder right down in that hole. So I'm gonna have to buy a new grinder, I guess, and when I bring it back, I'll trim the chain. But check this out. This is a lot better. You just pull it like that, and it's ready to go. Pull the pin. That makes it a lot easier. And I have spares of these. If it wears out or something, Even one here, a little bigger. I could take it off and put it there also, but I've had enough anchor business today. Alright guys, so back at the house and editing this video that you're seeing. Didn't make an exit clip for this video at the boat, but I want to thank each and every one of you guys that watch our videos. Like and subscribe, leave us a comment, hit that notification bell. We are putting videos up every Sunday, and you know, not everything always goes right. I know a lot of channels show all the stuff that goes right, and we want to keep it upbeat and keep you entertained, but you can see this was a shit show. I couldn't make up my mind and just playing it by ear, but we got it. The anchor's installed, the chain's installed, and we're going to be secure while we're at anchor. But we appreciate each and every one of you guys just hanging there with us, and stay tuned for more. And until next time, fair winds.